Hello everyone and welcome to your reading for June 4th and 5th, the weekend of 2022. This is a pick a card style reading. Of course, we have three groups represented by different stones. The first reading is represented by the Tiger's Eye, the second reading is represented by this Amethyst, and the third reading is represented by the Lapis Lazuli. My name is TJ, and hey. At the end of the video, we have a love reading for you, if you would feel so inclined to listen to it. And let's get started. Happy weekend, Tiger's Eye group. Let's get into it. So I want to say thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate the support, and it's my honor to do your reading. There are so many wonderful readers on YouTube, and I'm really appreciative that you chose to come to my little corner of the woods. Let's see what message we have from Spirit for you today. Oh, look what popped out. We have the Four of Swords. We have the Nine of Swords. And we have the Seven of Wands. So, Tiger's Eye group, I'm getting the inclination that I need to let you know that perhaps you feel like you've been having to have a lot of battles in many areas of your life. Maybe you feel like there's been a lot of challenges at work. Maybe you feel like there's been a lot of challenges in your personal relationships. Maybe you feel like there's been a lot of challenges, just generally speaking, in your life. And maybe this has been having a very heavy weight on your mind. Maybe it's been something that has just been taking up so much time, just a lot of thinking, a lot of heaviness in the heart, staying up at night. I'm being told to tell you that you need to remove yourself from a situation and really relax your mind, really relax your body. If you prescribe to meditation, or if you're open to meditation, I really think that could be beneficial for you right now. If you are inclined to prayer, then you should do so. If you are inclined to exercise, go for it. When we have stresses and demands on us in so many different areas, it can be so taxing. And even when we're supposed to be sleeping at night, we can't, because we're just thinking about all those little things. Please rest. Please train your mind and your body. Don't worry about money. Money isn't the be-all, end-all. Of course, I know you have to handle your business. You have to take care of your affairs. But money really isn't everything. And if your pursuit of the dollar is taking up so much time and causing so much stress, maybe you need to reevaluate and make a change on how you do things, because, oh, here's my cat. Hi. You want to give them their message? Get out of here. So, even if you aren't going to make the changes that you need to make, the changes will be made for you. If you don't decide to make those changes, then life, nature, spirit, the universe is going to force that change upon you, because that type of mode of operation can only go on for so long. And once those changes are made, you'll be able to nurture yourself and others, and you'll still have that monetary aspect taken care of. If you feel like this reading resonates with you, Tiger's Eye group, don't forget to like and subscribe. It's super helpful for the channel, and I hope to see you at the next reading. Take care. Hello and welcome to your reading, Amethyst group. This is for June 4th and 5th of 2022. Oh man, the weather is getting so nice around here. I was tempted to wear a dress. Okay, who am I kidding? I wear dresses all year round. All right, let's see what message we have from Spirit for you today. Try to be a little more personable. If you like that, let me know in the comments below. If not, well, be kind. Here we go. Okay, Amethyst group, your first card drawn here is the Ace of Cups in reverse. When this cup is upright, it means ever-flowing abundance, giving and receiving. We also have the Three of Wands here, a card of expansion, a card of growing, a card of options. And here we have the Ten of Wands here. This is a card of burdens, hard work, heavy labor, having a lot to shoulder, feeling a lot of responsibility. I'm getting the sense right now that you feel like you have too many options. I'm getting the sense that you can't believe in some aspect of your life that you've even gotten to this point. And you're afraid of making a decision that is going to make you lose out. And you're afraid of taking a decision that you fear is going to be overwhelming. Well, I have to say, Amethyst group, it's wonderful that you acknowledge different aspects of these choices that you have in front of you. This could be in regards to a romantic relationship. Maybe you feel that if you choose to be with someone, you're going to have to do a lot of giving in the relationship, and it's going to take a lot of work. Maybe if this is a job situation, maybe you feel like there's a lot of, it isn't emotionally satisfying. There's a lot of work, but it pays the bills. Maybe in terms of your life in general, you feel like you're giving out a lot and you're not getting replenished, but you have choices now, and having these choices feels burdensome. Let's get a little more clarification. What do we need to say about this? If this is the situation, what do we need to say? What can we advise on? What can we give guidance on? How can we bring love and light and positivity into this? Spirit, please let us know what we need to know. What can I communicate with the Amethyst group in regards to this? What can I communicate with the Amethyst group? Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and the Six of Swords, 2 sixes. Now we have a sense of, so there's a drawing, we're drawing balance here. There's a creation of balance. When we have a 6, there's a sense that you're trying to write something. So Amethyst group, I'm getting the sense that, this is probably, in regards to a work situation. Maybe you feel like in order for you to have enough to take care of your responsibilities and those you care about, and to kind of make it to that point where you're trying to, you're going to have to sacrifice some emotional aspects, some emotional satisfactory parts of your work. Like you feel like, I have to, it doesn't matter if I like it or not, this is what I have to do. And maybe you feel like maybe you feel like the options in front of you are, also varied in terms of how they allow you to live. What? That's very interesting. It's very interesting. And I'm also getting the sense that one of the burdens that this choice has, one of these choices has, is having to move. And you don't necessarily want to move, but the move itself could be beneficial for you and your family, but you'd be uprooting them, and maybe that isn't something you want to do. You'd be taking them away from maybe someone you love or your family. You fear taking them away from, their neighborhood, their community, their friends that are, close by. I don't envy you. And I'm also here to tell you that there is an option in here that you might not realize. It is going to give you that emotional satisfaction. It might be one that requires a lot of hard work, but it will give you emotional satisfaction, and people are going to be giving towards you. Now I say that because when you have the Six of Pentacles upright, it's a card of giving and receiving. But in my interpretation, when this card is in reverse, this is being given to you. You may not even realize that you needed it, maybe even on an emotional level, but someone's going to be very giving towards you in one of these scenarios, in one of these options, and it's going to be helpful. And again, I'm getting the sense that part of the burden regarding this choice with these options is that you don't want to move. Maybe you yourself don't want to move. Maybe you live in a great place where you have friends around the corner and you know the local shopkeepers, and you feel very comfortable with your community, and it's going to require a move. There is an option here that is satisfying, though. It takes care of things emotionally, it takes care of things monetarily in terms of money, and you just have to do your contemplation, your thinking, to figure out which one you feel like it could be. If you enjoyed this reading, don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you feel like it resonates with you, let me know in the comments below. Let's move on to the next reading. Hello, Blue Lapis Lazuli group. This is your reading for June 4th and 5th, 2022. This is a weekend reading. I hope that you're having an awesome weekend. Let me know how you spent your weekends below. If you do cooking, cleaning, hanging out with friends, will you be barbecuing? I hope that you have a fun time no matter what you choose to do. All right, let's see what message we have from Spirit for you today. Bam. 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 I felt like saying bam. All right, so your first card is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. When this card is upright, this is someone who has a really good idea, moneymaker. This is something that is divinely orchestrated. We'll get into the reverse position later if you adhere to those. If you don't do reverse positions, that's totally cool. This is all about you and your connection to Spirit. The next card that we have is the Knight of Swords. This person is charging ahead. Now this card is also in reverse. So when this is upright, this is someone who is witty, they're intelligent, they have a lot of energy, a lot of go. There's usually a conflict that is about to occur when this card happens as well. And here we have the Moon. I love this card so much. It's one of my favorite. It's a card from the Major Arcana. We have the two towers here, a scorpion. This is a card of intuition. This is a card of being in tune with nature and also with, not only with nature, but with the tangible aspects that are here as well, that we control, that we create. So I'm getting the sense to tell you, Lapis Lazuli group, that perhaps there was a matter in which you chose to be very intellectual about, and you ignored your gut feelings. And now things are moving a little bit slowly for you, where you thought you would have already been moving ahead a little more quickly, or have had made more progress. Let's get some clarifying cards here. Is there something that you were doing, something that you were approaching, that you chose to use your head and not your stomach, not your heart? Sometimes we do have to do that, but in this situation, I'm going to tell you, your intuition was right. Your heart was right. You let your mind talk you out of whatever it was. If this was a relationship, then maybe, you know, on paper you thought this person wasn't perfect, but in your mind and in your heart, you really wanted to be with someone. This could be a good thing, and now it's going to just take a little bit longer because maybe some time has passed for you to get to the point where you'd want to be, where you can be with this person. Let's get some clarifying. Let's get some clarification cards here. Okay, that's interesting. So here we have the Seven of Wands. We also have the Nine of Swords in reverse, and we also have the Devil upright. So I'm getting the sense that perhaps there was public opinion was a big factor into why you chose to listen to your heart as opposed to, your head as opposed to your heart. And I'm getting the sense that you are very much so regretting not pursuing this thing, and it's making you stay up at night. But you don't need to worry so much, because when this card is in the reverse position, the damage has already kind of been done. So we don't need to worry about whatever it is that has stung us or that has made us feel a little bit of stress and worry and anxiety or regret. I'm also getting the sense that part of this is because There's something that you're bound to, which is also why you chose not to pursue this thing. But I'm getting the sense that you're willing to break the chains that bind you. You're aware of them, and you're willing to step over it, and now you know that you're willing to do this thing. You know, sometimes it's just a matter of experience. If you listen to those sounds in the background, that's my kitty cat. You know, sometimes we're just not aware, and even if we have a feeling about something, because we're not aware, we want to listen to our head, we want to deal with it intellectually, but sometimes you just got to follow your heart, and sometimes you got to do what it normally do. You have to break, maybe you have to break a rule, or an assumed rule. You know what I mean? Okay, let's say this is in regards to a romantic relationship. Maybe there's someone that you wanted to be with, but this isn't someone that would typically be accepted in your friendship group or even a family grouping. I'm getting the sense that you regret not being with this person or not pursuing this person because of the influence that others had on you. And I'm getting the sense that now you're willing to follow your intuition, you're willing to follow your heart, but that's going to require you going against the norm or against your grouping or your family or whatever it is. And I want to tell you that I think this is worth it. I think it's worth it. Would you like to know quickly? Should I draw a card? Is this worth it? Is this pursuit worth it? Maybe this is like a job or a career, and you're wanting to pursue, maybe you wanted to become an artist, but all your family was saying, no, become a doctor, become an accountant instead, because that's going to, you know, bring more stability. And you regret it and you think about it all the time because you'd rather be creating art. And now you're like, okay, well, I'm quitting my course of study and I'm going to go against my family's wishes or whomever it is. Is it worth it? Yeah, but now you have to wait a little bit longer because time has passed. But it is worth it. You have the star in reverse. For those of you who don't adhere to the reverse positions, that's cool. This is all about you and your connection to spirit. For me, this is one of the most positive cards in the deck. This is literally the card of hope. But in my interpretation, when it's upright, it just means you have to wait a little bit longer. And I'm not surprised that you're going to have to wait a little bit longer. You chose not to accept your feelings for what they were in the beginning. So now you have time to make up for it. But that's okay. This is part of your experience. This is part of your journey. This is part of your story. If you enjoyed this reading, and I hope you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. It is so helpful for the channel. You have no idea. Also, stay tuned. I have a little love reading at the end of this video. And if you want a personal reading, hit me up on Etsy. I love doing those too. All right, bye. Hello, if you made it this far in the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's see what message we have from Spirit regarding your love life. What message do we have from Spirit in regards to your love and romantic life at this point in time? What message do I need to share with those who are listening regarding their emotional sphere in their love life, in their heart? So your card is very soon. We have two people embracing. All of these cards have people embracing. Oh, it's so nice to be embraced and to embrace. This card says, clearly decide what it is you want so that it comes to you now. Do you know what you want? Say it out loud. Say it in your mind. Yell it in your mind. Now ask yourself, what do I need to do to make it a reality? Nate, think of 3 things that you need to do to make it a reality. Right? Well, now you have a starting point. I wish you nothing but love and happiness in your days. And if you enjoyed this reading, and I certainly hope you did, don't forget to come back for tomorrow's.